Okay, so all the things you are. I'll play some stuff on it. I'll play some melody, some improvising, some chords, some comping, and you take a look at this and see what seems interesting to you. If any of it sparks your curiosity, let me know, and we'll proceed forward with that. So this will just be a bunch of random ideas. I think I'll play on it first. I'll just kind of solo on it, and I think I'm going to start out simple and maybe try to find hopefully some themes. I'll just kind of try to, hopefully I can talk a little while I'm playing. I'm going to try to find some themes to solo with instead of just blasting off into playing notes, which we all have the tendency to do. So let's see, I'm going to play on it first, and we'll see what comes out of it. My da da da, I guess that's gonna be my theme. 3 repeated. We'll use that now. I guess maybe I'll try to play just very smooth and connected with no breaks now, but I'll make the theme the dynamics. Let's see about this. So now, this rhythm. That I was thinking of that as a theme. Triplets. I'm just thinking of the middle 2 strings now as a theme. just limiting myself to the first two, middle two strings with one finger, I guess, is kind of the theme I wound up in. Alright, anyway, so that was just some, I was trying to say, hey, let's be thematic about playing whatever we play. Another approach for soloing maybe would be just to leave space. This is an idea I got from somebody. It might have been from Vic Jurist, I can't recall now. Or maybe this was from Larry Coryell, that you just leave, however long your phrase is that you play, you leave the same amount of space after it. So if I play a little two-note phrase, two-beat phrase, I need to leave 2 beats after it as space before I play anything else. Likewise, if I was to play like a 4-bar phrase, I need to leave all that space before I'm allowed to play something next. So I'll try some of that for a second. I'll start with like about a bar long phrase, and then I'll leave a bar of space. Oh, I left too many. Let me try that again. I left too much. Okay, here it is. All right, it's pretty nice. I'll do longer ones. Right, so that's cool. That's a nice way to kind of structure your solo. Just predetermine, I'm going to leave as much space as what I just played with notes. So what about some ideas for comping? When I'm comping for something like this, I'll think of different chord systems and stick with one of them for a while. So I might say, I'm going to just play voicings on the top 4 strings. And I'll do that for the whole song, or for a whole chorus. Or I might say I'm going to use little shell voicings. Or big fat chords. What do I do? Usually I don't. If I'm comping, I usually try to keep it very short. The chords not very complex and not very in the forefront. So somebody else could be soloing and I'm just sort of in the background. So I'll do a few chords. I'll do a chorus of like each. I'll just play stuff on the top 4 strings, and that'll be my kind of, everything to me should have a theme for a little while, so it's not random. I guess that's my advice. So stick with one thing for a while, so somebody can say, "Oh yeah, that's what he's going for. That's what's going on." So I'll do the top 4 strings. I'll do some voicings just on the top 4 strings, and I'm gonna let the rhythm be very sparse, as in I'll let the chords just ring for a while. Not very rhythmically active. Okay, so that was just rhythmically sparse chords on the top 4 strings. I'm using a lot of drop 2s. I guess this one next. So like F minor 7, which you could play a couple different ways. B flat minor 7, E flat 7. Sometimes I like to play E flat 7 with a sharp 5 and go up to this A flat major. So that again is F sharp, or excuse me, F minor 7, which you can play as a bar like this. Just top 4 strings. There's your F root note on the 8th fret, but we don't play it because the bass player would play it. There's the B flat root, but I wouldn't play it. There's the E flat root, maybe with the sharp 5, and then the A flat. Slight digression. You could play, if you're playing solo, it might be nice to play the chord. You play the chord, and then just put the bass note after it as a different thing, so it sounds like 2 parts going on. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. F sharp, excuse me, F minor, B flat minor, E flat 7 with a sharp 5, A. This is a nice D flat major 7. G7, but you could also do it as a G7 with a flat 9 by changing the root, the G, to a flat 9. To C major. Let's see if I can remember all that. Right. Again, I'll play that with the chords. Here it goes. Pretty nice. I'll slow it down, and just in case, I don't know, it's useful. I'll put it down to 120. Here it is at 120. Do it one more time, and I'll say them out loud as I do it. It's F minor 7, B flat minor 7, E flat 7 sharp 5, A flat major 6, D flat major 7, G7 flat 9, C major 7. You could add a little rhythm to it. I'll do the Charleston rhythm. Ba, ba. So 1, 2, and 3, 4 for each chord. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna try a 2 chord, a 2 bar rhythmic pattern now. Da, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, da, 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 da. So it'll be like F, 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 B flat, E flat, E flat, A flat. So yeah, let's see what that sounds like. Make the rhythm a little longer. Oops, I kind of messed up the chord. Played a 9. Let me try it again. That's nice. So maybe I'll do a little more with that and just stick with that. It's kind of sounding cool. You know, since here's what I'm thinking now. I've got this cool chord thing. I'll do it again. And then, oh, is the video screwing up? My video kind of locked up there. I'm going to try it again here. I'm going to play the same chord thing I just did before I forget it, and then build on this idea. We'll make something cool out of it. Here it goes. Okay, so that was just drop 2 voicings on the top 4 strings. F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat 7 with the sharp 5 to A flat major 7 or major 6. D flat major 7, what was next? G7 flat 9, and then C major 7. Now what I'm thinking here is since the chord, we have this 2-bar rhythmic pattern, maybe we can take it and instead of letting the second chord last all so long like this, because we have all this extra space of rhythm, we'll fill in that rhythm with some kind of little single note fill, and this will be a nice single note fill. That's you. F-I-L-L, single note fill. We'll fill in some kind of, this will be a nice transition into playing chords along with like comping for yourself during a solo. So let's see what we can do here. Right, that was cool. One, da, da, da. What do I do next? Something like that, right? So I just did these kind of chromatic themed leading tone lines. F, F, B flat. I just built right off of this B flat minor 7. I'll do that one a lot. Same kind of line as you hear in My Funny Valentine. Or in George Benson's This Masquerade. Descending minor cliche line. So I went F minor, B flat. And then when I got to the E flat 7 to the A flat major, I just went up from thinking, I was just thinking A flat major. Going from the 3rd of A flat major up to the 5th, kind of like Blue Mug. So 1, 2, 3, 4. G7. This is like a G kind of G7 altered. Kind of a nice chromatic line that sticks with our theme, that also leads really nicely to C major. Maybe it leads better to that C major 7 chord instead of this one. So let's change the last chord of our pattern from that C major 7 to this C major 7. Still all on the top 4 strings. Okay. So now we got, let's do it with the track and see what it sounds like. It's okay. It's cool. Kind of formulaic, but it sounds nice, especially if it was just blasting by it in the middle of a solo at a fast tempo. People would say, wow, that's not bad. I tried to throw it in, but in the wrong area. I think I'm going to just kind of solo now. I'll kind of comp and solo together and see what happens. Little reference back to the melody. I feel like when you play something fast, you gotta leave a little space. Let it sink in for a minute. You leave some space. Anyway, all right. There's a half hour worth of stuff. Just tell me if any of it makes any sense or is useful, and we can keep going with some of that. Talk to you soon.